Are you ready for the future? We're celebrating 52 years of family fun. The Sun Fun edition of Carolina Peoples coming up next. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. We're focused on the 52nd annual Sun Fun Festival that kicked off this Thursday and runs through next Monday. And we're visiting with Gene Hudson, an attorney and owner of Myrtle Beach Lifeguards Incorporated. Good morning, Gene.
Hey, Greg.
Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Incredible opportunity to highlight Sun Fun Festivals and to highlight you and your life so many years here on the Strand and Myrtle Beach Lifeguards, something a lot of viewers may not know about, all the lifeguard services here at the beach. It's such an amazing component of what makes Myrtle Beach such a successful year-round destination, but particularly in the summer.
Safety for our visitors is very important.
Safety for our visitors. Yeah. That's really the height of it. Gene, can we talk real quick about yourself? Are you originally from the area?
I was born in Conway, and I've lived here my entire life except when I went off to school. And as soon as I finished school, I came right back to Horry County because I knew this was the place I wanted to live. I had a little experience with Myrtle Beach when I was in high school, and I said, this is my place, this is my kind of town. So as soon as I finished school, I came right back to Horry, and I've been here ever since.
Gene, where did you go to school?
Well, I went to college in the upper part of the state, Clemson, and after graduated from Clemson, I went to Carolina. So I sort of have gone to both schools, Carolina Law School.
Right.
South Carolina.
When you say Carolina, yeah. Right, a lot of our viewers are in Robinson, Scotland, Columbus County.
Yeah.
So for them, it's tough to hear Carolina and not think Carolina blue.
Absolutely, yeah. And I went to South Carolina Law School.
That's fantastic, Gene. And you still have family here in the area?
Yes, my mother lives in Conway. She's 85, and she still lives out on the old home place, the farm. And I visit out there quite often. And my brother's over there. And I have another brother that was in Atlanta for a great number of years. And so we're local.
Are there any girls, Gene? Just boys?
My mother had 3 boys.
Is that right?
No girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're a close-knit family.
That's fantastic. When did you open your law practice, Gene?
Well, it's been a number of years ago. I first started working at Myrtle Beach as a lifeguard, and I thought that I had found my lifelong dream, but you can only be a lifeguard for so many years, so I went to college and law school, and then I knew it was time to get a real job, and so I started practicing law in Myrtle Beach in the late 60s, 68, as a matter of fact.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've been here a while.
That is amazing. And your practice primarily focused on what type of law practice?
Well, when you ask me now what kind of lawyer I am, I'm pretty much a seasonal lawyer. I practice during the off season, but I'm a general practitioner. I do some real estate and some just general law, general practitioner.
Not long after I got to the beach, Gene, Hilda got me to join the Optimist Club.
Yes.
And at that time, you were president of the Optimist Club.
Yeah,
I always wondered, when Hilda would say, this Gino, this pal of mine, he's not only an attorney, but he also has a hectic business in the summer. How do you go about being former president of the Optimist Club, one of the largest clubs in the state, if not in the country, being an active Myrtle Beach lifeguard and owning a Myrtle Beach Lifeguards, as well as being a practicing attorney? How do you do all that, Gene?
Well, I'm not sure exactly how I do it, but it has worked over the years. I started out with the JCs, and I was fortunate to be president of the JCs and then the Optimist Club. But I spend a lot of time with the community because I feel like, if you live in the community and the community is good to you like it's been to me, then you need to put something back into the community. And I have recently started a program, Swim Near a Lifeguard. We teach little kids how to swim. And the ones that know how to swim, we teach them safety tips like swim near a lifeguard and swim with a buddy and that kind of stuff. And we will be giving free swimming lessons this summer to any child in the community that wants a free swimming, no charge for this.
Right.
Sponsored by the Optimist Club.
Where will those lessons be given?
1002 Highway 501. Okay. And they can call my office and talk with me or my secretary, and we can sign the kids up for free swimming lessons.
Real quick, what's that number, Gene?
My office number is area code 843-448-4114.
843-448-4114.
Yes.
For children to get free swim lessons.
Any child between the ages of 4 and 12.
Fantastic.
And, the lifeguards are actually instructors. I just put it together, the life of the kids that work for me on the beach.
And speaking of lifeguards, Gene, are you involved with the other lifeguard services here at the beach and doing this program?
Well, I have the business, Myrtle Beach Lifeguards, as you mentioned, and we have a contract with the city to service a certain area. Mm-hmm. And then there's other companies that provide lifeguard service also, and they service certain areas. And so it depends on which hotel you're staying, where you get the umbrellas and chairs. But we all do the same thing, and the price is basically about the same.
How many territories are there in the city, Gene?
Well, there's 5 different companies that provide lifeguard service in Myrtle Beach, and we train the lifeguards, and we provide the umbrellas and chairs, and it's a program that works quite well for the city. Have an outstanding safety record. No drowning last year. No drownings last year, and
wow.
Over the years we've had very few drownings in Myrtle Beach. And last weekend we had 8 people that lost their lives on the highway.
I know, with all the biking rallies.
Yeah,
absolutely. When you think about the impact, you use 3 vital words, Gene: safety, guard, and life. And guarding life, protecting lives. We have 13.5 million visitors here each year here at the beach, and of course a lot of those are coming from the PD and the Strand, southeastern North Carolina. A lot of our viewers are down here, and so guarding life is exactly what you and the other 4 organizations that serve the Myrtle Beach area, as well as all the county areas, the different groups that serve the county. Right. It's vital, and thank you for doing that, Gene. How has the beach changed, in your opinion, since you began your beach service business, Gene?
Oh, it's changed tremendously. It was a sleepy little coastal village back when I used to hitchhike over. When I was in high school, I used to hitchhike over and just stand around and watch them do, at that time, the jitterbug, which turned into the shag at night. I couldn't come during the day because I was working on the farm. But these guys that were down there dancing, that had these real dark suntans, and they told me they were lifeguards. And that's how I kind of got to know the lifeguards, from their dancing down at the pavilion at night. And it has changed. It's amazing. Hurricane Hazel brought about a lot of change because it took out a lot of the old buildings. And they started building with cement and mortar instead of wood, after Hazel. And so it's just really getting higher and higher, it seems like, the hotels, larger and larger.
Mm-hmm. Gene, as being an attorney in this area since 1968, has that helped you in your beach service business?
Oh, absolutely. I think that being a lawyer, I think, helped me get my first job after the lifeguard career. It sort of ended. I practiced law for a number of years, and I was away from the beach, and I missed it very much. And in 1975, we had 9 drownings on the beach during the entire summer. And the city said, well, we got to do something with the lifeguards, and they offered me a job as a city waterfront director in 1976. And even though I was a full-time lawyer, they said, we're going to offer you a full-time job on the beach. And I said, well, I can only do that part-time, like during the summer. Yeah. So I got back on the beach as the city waterfront director in 1976, and we went from 9 drownings in 1975 to no drownings in 1976, and that was to me a great thing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
From 9 drownings in 75, you become in the city's waterfront director to 0 drownings in 76.
Well, it was the lifeguards that did it.
Of course,
they trained, and they were, we did more training for them, and they made the rescues, and but it's a great thing to see that happen.
Wow.
And unfortunately, we couldn't save those 8 lives that lost their life this weekend. But the human life is a precious thing, and we like to preserve it at Myrtle Beach as much as we can.
Yes, Gene, absolutely. You mentioned Hurricane Hazel, 1954,
yes.
Almost 50 years ago. Amazingly, we are today celebrating events kicking off this Thursday that's been here more than that. 52 years ago, the Sun Fun Festival kicked off.
Yes.
To think all that's going on and really making a success. When was your first involvement in the Sun Fund Council? And can you talk about some of the positions you've held over the years, Gene?
Well, I think 74 was my first year on the Sun Fund Council, and then in 75, I was the general chairman in 75, and that was the year we won the Governor's Travel Trophy. We were the festival, I think it was the 24th Sun Fund Festival that we had in 1975. We never won that trophy before, but for some reason, we lucked up that year and won it, and we were very proud to win the Governor's Trophy of the Sun Fund Festival in 1975. And so then after that, I got involved in other civic work, and I didn't get back really to the Sun Fund Council until about 6 or 8 years ago, and they asked me to be the legal counsel, and so I did that for a few years, and this year I'm serving as the Myrtle Beach area chairman. We have a great parade coming up on Saturday, too, that I can tell you about.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that. You're chairman for the parade.
Yeah, for the Myrtle Beach area.
Okay.
And that includes the parade.
Spectacular. Yeah. So there is a co-chair for the north end, and then the south end has a chair, and then you're chairing the Myrtle Beach area.
And then we have a general chairman.
And then Lance Thompson kicked off yesterday.
We divide the work up. Much more today than we did in 1975 when I was the general chairman. So we got a great group that we're working with, very professional people, and it's going to be a great festival starting this week.
How many people work with you on the committee, Gene?
Oh, gee, there's 20-some people on that committee, and we all meet periodically and put our ideas together, and then this great festival comes out of the meetings that we have.
Let's talk about the parade on Saturday. That's such a big day.
Oh,
and I think we're getting so close. Yeah.
It's going to be exciting, and we're going to have, I understand the weather's going to be nice, and we're going to have more than 100 units in the parade, and all the units. You can't get in this parade unless it's a certain type of a unit, entertaining. It's got to have entertaining value, and it's the horses, they're going to be there this year.
Yeah, the carousel horses.
Yeah, they're going to be there, and it's going to be a great parade, and a lot of bands, and a lot of floats, and just a lot of military. It's going to be there, and it's family fun.
Absolutely. Celebrating family.
Yes.
We heard Lance and Holly talk about that yesterday, and celebrating family fun.
Yes.
It's such a big deal. Gene, how about who's responsible for selecting the parade participants?
Well, the committee, the council, we take a look at all the units, and we're kind of particular about who we allow in this parade. And Mike Hussey is doing a great job. He's the chairman of the parade, and he does a great job. And they run that parade. It's just really an exciting time. So I'm hoping all your viewers will come into Myrtle Beach and spend some time here. There's been some changes down the beach that they might like too, because the city, at each street end, the city has put up showers.
Wow.
Yeah, and so the day tourists that come in from your viewing area,
right.
There's a shower at many of the street ends in Myrtle Beach, and it's kind of hard to find a bathhouse here. In fact, I think we have very few, maybe no bathhouses, but no place to take a shower. But now the city has put up these showers at the end of the street, and when you go out and swim in the ocean and you have all that salt water and you get sticky and that kind of stuff, right. You can come up to the city shower and take a shower and wash your feet off and with fresh water, and you're ready to go down to the pavilion or somewhere and go out and get some seafood. And so there's a lot going on in Myrtle Beach.
That is huge news.
Yeah.
When you think about it, if a viewer's traveling down from Laurinburg, came down for the day, they're able to get in the water, come out, take a quick shower,
absolutely,
and then go cruise around before driving back home that night.
And they don't have all that salt water.
That is amazing. Yeah. Gene, we've only got a couple of minutes, and there's so many more questions I want to ask you, but I surely wanted to ask, how much has the parade changed over your years of involvement?
Well, it's gotten larger.
Right.
And it's more professional than it was in 1975 when I was chairman. Yeah, it's a much more professional operation, and it's just really it's a good thing. The Thunderbirds, will be here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a big thing. They're going to blow this town out the day before the parade when they practice, the day of the parade, and all that. They're going to be just flying everywhere. It's going to be exciting.
Absolutely. And not to plug one of my competitors, but WECT is televising the parade live.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m., Channel 6, the NBC affiliate in Wilmington.
Yeah, and your viewers can watch it if they want to, but I'd like for them to come on down if they can and take a little swim in the ocean enjoyed the parade and just enjoyed the day, enjoyed Myrtle Beach.
And the great thing about Eugene is you plug the beach, whether they're coming to your territory or they're coming to Esau's or George's or Bill's or all the different beach services. You just wanted to get to the beach, enjoy the ocean water.
Have fun.
Absolutely.
This is the Sun Fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. This just really kicks off the summer. Lastly, Gene, what do you think brings you and other volunteers back year after year to work on this festival?
Well, like I said earlier, it's a great community. It's a great place to live. And after I've been away about 3 or 4 days, I have a little place up in the mountains of North Carolina, and after I go up there for 3 or 4 days, I'm ready to come back home to Myrtle Beach. And it's a great place to live and work and play. And I think the people that live here are very civic-minded. You do a lot of work yourself, Mr. Chairman of the Heart Committee.
Right.
What a fantastic hardball this year, and I congratulate you on your committee, Mr. Chairman, on doing such a great job. But anyway, the people are very serious-minded about the community and civic work as yourself, and I guess that's what brings me back.
That's exactly right, Gene. And the words safety and life and guard are exactly what this man embodies. Myrtle Beach Lifeguards, been here as a practicing attorney since 1968. We're visiting with Gene Hudson. Gene, thanks so much for being with us
Thank
this
you,
morning.
Greg. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to the Master Sergeant coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. We're focused on the 52nd Annual Sun Fun Festival that kicks off this Thursday. And we're visiting with Master Sergeant Matthew Dreschel of the United States Air Force Recruiting Office. Good morning, Sergeant Dreschel.
Good morning. How are you?
Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So many activities going on this weekend. Y'all are so involved with such a big weekend.
Really?
Thanks for making that commitment.
No problem.
Can we talk about yourself? Are you originally from the area?
I'm originally from New Jersey. I spent 9 years there growing up, and then also 9 years in New Hampshire. And I actually was stationed here at Myrtle Beach Air Force Base back in the late 80s and spent about 5.5 years there. I was lucky enough to come back here again as a recruiter this time.
Yes. How long have you been in the Air Force?
I've been in the Air Force 16 years now.
No.
Yeah, it's gone really fast. It's been a great time.
Really like you got in with diapers on. My God, you kept your youth very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Does the Air Force do that to you? Just keep you in shape all the time? Or?
They do encourage a healthy lifestyle. They encourage people not to smoke, to stay physically fit and active, to eat well, and they're constantly educating us on those processes so we can kind of have a better lifestyle and then enjoy our retirement when we do retire.
Absolutely. Sergeant Dreschel, how long have you been a recruiter?
I've been recruiting for 2.5 years now.
Okay. And you said you'd been stationed in Myrtle in the late 80s?
Yes.
And then left and have since come back?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I worked with Security Police Squadron here while I was here. So I worked a lot with Myrtle Beach Police Department and very close bond with the community. The base was open since the 1940s. And after the base closed, we continued that tradition with the recruiting service, being very active in the community and very active with the Chamber of Commerce. And that's what led us to a lot of the stuff that we do with Sun Fun.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about those. Have you been involved with the Sun Fun Parade in the past?
Yeah, this will be my 3rd year with the Sun Fun and actually sitting on the board with the Chamber. So it's my 3rd year, actually, and we've been in a parade every year.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And this year's participation's a little different, though. Can you tell us about the air show that the Thunderbirds will be performing?
Absolutely. We have the Air Force Thunderbird team coming in to do the performance on the 31st of May. It'll be 2 o'clock, and it's going to be right on the beach. It's going to be an awesome show. And it's been a few years since they've been here. They used to come here quite a bit when the base is open. But this time they're going to do it right on the beach. The public's going to have great access. It's going to be awesome.
That's this Saturday.
That's correct.
We're getting so close. My God, less than a week.
I know we've been planning it for months now, and now it's here. It's great.
That is amazing. Where is the home base for the Thunderbirds, Sergeant Dreschel?
They're based at a Nellis Air Force Base, which is in Nevada.
Oh, that's right. That's right. How many pilots are on the show team, and what kind of aircraft do they fly for viewers who may not be familiar with?
Sure. There's actually 8 pilots assigned to the team. 6 of them are performance pilots, and then there's also 115 additional personnel that are support personnel that travel with the team. and are there to make everything happen as well.
Did you say 115?
115.
Oh,
115. And I make that point because when a lot of people think about the Air Force, they think, well, if I join the Air Force, I'm going to have to fly a plane. And the fact is, it's just a handful of people that are flying a plane, and then the rest of it is really a support organization. And that 8 to 115 ratio really gives you an idea of how that works.
Yeah, that is amazing. What a big commitment on the Air Force part to really make the Thunderbirds a great statement for the Air Force.
Right. You're right. It's an awesome team.
Do the Thunderbirds help in recruiting?
That's their primary mission, really, is to help with recruiting, to remind people that the Air Force is here, the Air Force is hiring, to travel not just the United States but throughout the world, and through the precision performances they do, kind of remind people and let them see what we're all about.
Sergeant Dreschel, I know that's kind of a funny thing, but is there competition in recruiting? I mean, between the 5 branches, what's that like? Everyone, I mean, not everyone has the Thunderbirds. Right. To help in recruiting. Is there some competition between the branches?
Yeah, every branch has its own recruiting tools, you could say, different teams that will travel and help get the message out. And there's always friendly competition between services, sure.
Right. And you use an option word, friendly.
Absolutely.
Use an option word. When was this group, when were the Thunderbirds formed, and their primary mission has been, as you said, to really get the word out that the Air Force is out and they're recruiting, and
right.
Or what is it? What's another mission?
Well, the primary mission is to get that word out on recruiting, to also work with communities, and to establish that rapport with the Air Force with local communities throughout the country. They were first established in the 1950s, so they've been around for quite a while.
When you think about all the activities, do the pilots, are they able to interface with citizens when they come to festivals?
Yeah, absolutely. For example, this team is actually going to go out to the local schools in Horry County, do school visits, for example, at Socastine High School, North Myrtle Beach High School, actually do presentations, talk with the students. They're going to have a pilot with one maintenance person go out there and talk more about what they do.
Great. Is that later this week or this upcoming Monday? So Friday, they'll be visiting area schools.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
That is huge.
Yeah.
And as you lay out, you said there were 8 pilots and 115 folks that travel with them.
That's correct.
What will some of those other people be doing?
Well, a lot of them are maintenance folks that work on the aircraft for the electronic systems for the aircraft, the mechanical systems, fuel specialists. Some of them may be public relations folks. It's the whole gamut really to cover the mission. And I'll give you an example of if you go onto an Air Force base, it's really like a small town. You're going to have your police department, you're going to have your fire department, you're going to have a hospital, you have a hotel on base, you have fitness centers on base, you have the folks that order supplies for the base, they handle the finances for the base. It takes all of those people to really make that mission happen and to put that one pilot up in the air. So it's the support structure that we really are focusing on when we hire people.
Absolutely. And speaking of hiring people, what are the qualifications for becoming a member of the Air Force?
Well, the qualifications are you need to be 17 to 27 years old. And when I talk about this, I'm talking about active duty service with the Air Force.
Right.
17 to 27 years old. Need to be a high school graduate. That's very important. The Air Force is very strong in their beliefs about education, so we really want people to have a high school diploma as a minimum. We're also going to look at their morals, make sure that there's no criminal history that's significant. Medical issues, we don't want to have anything there. And somebody that's fit and ready to serve.
Sergeant Dreschel, can you talk about some of the benefits the Air Force offers its enlisted men and women?
Sure, the benefits are phenomenal. You can't find a better job that I know of with a high school diploma these days. You're going to get full medical coverage. That's full medical, full dental. 30 days of vacation your first year on a job, and every year after that, 30 days, and that's with pay. So you can take a whole month off.
Wow.
Absolutely, it's great. You're getting paid the whole time. So, in addition to that, education is absolutely huge with the Air Force. We really push education. We're the only branch of service that has its own college. It's called Community College of the Air Force. Yeah. It's an accredited 2-year school, and everybody that joins the Air Force is enrolled automatically and entered into a degree program automatically. So all the training is college accredited. So everybody that comes in the Air Force has access to college regardless of where they're at. And we pay 100% of tuition while you're in the Air Force.
That is amazing.
So all you got to do is buy your books.
Yeah.
It's great.
Why wouldn't everyone want to be in the Air Force?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's just such a huge opportunity. The travel is great. The people you meet are great. The training you get is going to prepare you to go into the civilian sector, whether it be after 4 years or after 20 years.
Now, do you do recruiting for other areas other than Horry County, like the PD or southeastern North Carolina?
Yep. Our office here in Myrtle Beach covers North Myrtle Beach all the way down to Georgetown, Andrews, Hemingway. Then we have another recruiter that is for the Air Force, and he covers Conway, Marion, Mullins. So he goes pretty far out that way.
Okay.
So we cover a real big area, about a little over 4,000 square miles we cover.
Is that well, we've got about a minute? If someone wanted to get in touch with you about possibly learning more about the Air Force, what would be the best way to reach you?
Sure. There's a number of ways you can reach us. Actually, you can reach us at 843-626-2599. That's our phone number. You can also go to the internet, which is www.airforce.com. And those are the two best ways. And then also, our office is located on 3rd Avenue South at 1356 3rd Avenue South in Myrtle Beach. Right where 3rd Avenue South hits 501, right at that corner.
Lastly, Sergeant Dreschel, can you tell us about the events in which you'll be participating in this year's Sun Fun Festival?
Sure. I'm going to be in the parade, see me in the parade this year. We'll also be down at the air show. We're going to be doing a delayed enlistment swearing just prior to the air show, which is going to be bringing together all the local folks that have made a commitment to join the Air Force. They're going to do a swearing-in ceremony literally just minutes before the air show kicks off. When they finish the swearing-in ceremony, the Thunderbirds will come over to the beach, and it's going to be pretty awesome. So we'll be there for that also.
You heard the word. It's going to be pretty awesome. And the U.S. Air Force is exactly that. You heard Master Sergeant Matthew Dreschel talk about it. Catch him in the parade as well as catch the Thunderbirds this weekend. Sergeant Dreschel, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. We want to thank Gene Hudson and Master Sergeant Matthew Dreschel for making today's Carolina People so special.